Hi everyone. So today I'm going to talk about how to create decision tree using the R programming. So I installed R version 4.3.1. So you can see this is the RGUI. So I'm using the RGUI to code. So if you want to code using the R, you can install R Studio as well. But in here I'm normally type the codes in the command prompt like R console. Okay, so first you need to before train the model, before the fit the decision tree, so you need to have data set. You need to import the data set first. Okay, so then I first my data set is inside my desktop. So this is the my dataset file, Gravitic dataset. So in this dataset contain the features that will affect to the diabetics or not. So this dataset contained in the desktop, first I need to set the path. So I copy this path and I initialize variable as a path, and as I will set the path as this path. Okay. So I need to go to inside this new folder, and so my file name should be same as this file name. So then I get this file name, and I will paste this one .csv as CSV. This is CSV. Okay. So yeah, this is my path. Then you need to split that data set into train and test. So before splitting that data set, you need to import some library. So using that library, you can able to use that split function. Okay, so that is a CA tool. So using that CA tool, you can able to get that split functionality. Okay, so I will install that package as CA tools. Libraries install. So then I import that library. So then I create a function sample data, and also use the sample dot split, and I need to split my data set. Split ratio equals 0.8. Okay. Yeah. Then I use that subset 80% of the sample data as a train data, other 20% of the data as a test data. Okay, so then I create a variable train data. So I get subset from the data set, and also that sample data as a equal true. So this means I get 80% of the data as a train data. So then I use test data as so I get rest of other data as a test data. So 80% of the train data and 20% of test data. Then you can able to fit the decision tree. So and before fit the decision tree, you need another package to install. So that is a partkit. So there is toolkit. Using that toolkit, you can import that decision tree. Okay, so I will install that one. You can use install packages as party. So then I create the model. So it's in the C tree. So C tree is a conditional tree, so that can able to make a decision tree. Okay, then you need to write the formula. So formula like so when we have the multiple linear regression model, so we have y equal x1 plus x2 plus like that. So y is your dependent variables and x are the independent variables. So in here, what is my dependent variable and my label is, so you can see in the data set my label is I need to predict the outcome. So that is my label. So I write as outcome, and this is my function mark. Okay, so and I put the dot for rest of other things, rest of other features as the independent variable. And so I train data. Okay, so then I need to predict the prediction. Before the prediction, I create some test variable. Okay, so I created this test variable and it put it down into the data frame. So in the data frame, so you can see the data frames that contain one data that's come from this raw data. Okay, so I get these data as my sample test data, only one row you can see. So this is the data frame. So in the data frame I initialize all the features with the vector format. In the C is a vector format, so putting down to all the features in the vector format, and it also set up into the data frame. Okay, then so I use predict using that. So then I need to predict using the predict. I create the variable as predict test. So and I use a predict function. And in here I pass the model and test, only one row of the data, and type equal plus So then I print that variable. So you can see it has print as the no. So it is already in here, give us the outcome no. So it is on the model also predict it as the no. So this is how I created the decision tree model using the R program. Okay, I think you can able to get the idea.